Aviation Edits. Hello, welcome to the stream. Hello, everybody. How are we doing today on this beautiful Saturday night? We are here in a Delta1339 800. Here we're going to be trying out some OpenSky. Well, actually, I suppose it would be, since I'll be activating it for the first time today during today's stream. It doesn't. I need to. It gives me like the premium version for like the first 24 hours or something. Aviation Edits, I'm finally live. I am. Yeah, I clicked the wrong. I would have been late anyway. Yeah, I just turned down the music. Aviation Edits. Let's see, how's that? I'll turn it down a little bit. All right. So we have. Oh, I just bumped my mic there. Shouldn't be too long of a flight. Although I will be sort of figuring out stuff with the ATC and everything, because I have to figure that out. But I suppose first we can probably get stuff turned on in the cockpit here. And of course, like normal, we are dropping some frames as I am streaming. But here, let's turn up the sounds. Nope. Oh yeah, I moved the spoilers a little bit. All right, we can go ahead. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, I am very tired. I've been up since 6:15 this morning, and I've been. Well, I guess it's not too early. I suppose it's Saturday. And I've basically been volunteering at with my local community television station for like 10 hours today. Kind of crazy. All right. A long day. Alright, let's see. So we can probably go ahead and get that APU fired up. So we can do that right here. And we won't wait for that to turn over there. Let's not set cruising altitude yet. Here, let's head over here. We're going to go to our EFB and import the data from SimBrief. We're going here from where are we going? From New Orleans over to Atlanta. Aviation Edits, do I know the basics of ATC, like needing to copy IFR clearance? Yes, I do. I actually have a little cheat sheet in front of me if I need it, but I sort of know the basics, but I just don't think I'm ready for VATSIM yet. So I think this is I think what Say Intentions is doing is really good. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to sort of see how they develop OpenSky throughout the future. So let's see here. We can. That's ILS and stuff. So yeah, let's turn on. I just dropped my whiteboard that I have to copy some stuff. Wait, my title says. Oh boy, of course it does. Okay, here. Actually, I'm gonna go change that right now. So if you reload the stream in like 10 seconds. Well, actually, suppose if there's a delay, which there is, if you reload the stream, probably it should. Let's see. That's my fault. Yeah, no, I guess it does say Boston to Charlotte. Let's change that here. Let's see. We're going from New Orleans. The thing is that I edited the title anyway. So why I didn't change the cities, I don't know. Let's see. Sorry, this is a boring view here. Just looking at the bottom of the thing. Here, let's take a look at the beautiful outside here. All right, let's let me finish this up. We're going to Atlanta. All right, and now it should be all set. So if you do reload now, it should be all fixed. Sorry about that. I thought I changed that because I reuse the settings every time. But anyway, if we can go ahead and get started here. Let's see. How are we doing up here? We can go ahead and start up that APU, as well as get stuff aligned up here. We need to align here. We can turn on the window heats as well. And change the IRS as well. now we can head down here, clear that nav data out of date because I am aware that it's out of date. We can change the position over here. We are at Kilo Mike Sierra Yankee. Not sure what gate. Like actually I have no idea what gate, but here we can bring that in there and then we should be all set. We can go ahead, clear the KMSY down there, and we can request a flight plan. Our flight plan today here. We can set the payload, set the fuel. The fuel, okay, all right, that should be fine. It's only like a hour flight, I want to say. All right, we can go ahead and request that. Our reserve is 9.7 here. I'll write that down because I have to copy that down later. All right, and we'll request it. Okay, and load that uplink. Awesome. Now we can go ahead and activate it. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be talking way too much today, just because I've been talking all day and I'm tired. Turn that down because we don't need that right now. We can head over here. Our reserve is 9.7. Our cost index, we can check over here, which is 12. We can bring that over. Cost index is 12. Let's see. Aviation is, do I use Volanta? Yes, I do. I do have us in Volanta. Here, we'll go ahead and put in that 0 fuel weight. Yes, I'm right on Volanta right now here. Why don't we, here, let's go ahead and pop that up here. Let's see. Volanta. Here we are in Volanta. I am a Delta1339 here. Right over down there. So, that's me. Right over there. Alright. Now, our cruising altitude for today's flight will be 33,000 feet. So, flight will 300. 33,000. Awesome. Let's see, I can do a Volanta overlay and the ETA will be accurate. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that Volanta had overlays. Okay. Yeah, because that, oh yeah, that actually here that reminds me to pop out that overlay there. Because what I use, I think what a lot of other people use as well is Fly Live Studio. So I have to sort of figure what's going on with that again, because it used to work perfectly fine. It was great. And then the ETA and everything stopped working, sort of. So I don't know. Let's see. I think we're going to actually here. It won't give us. Yeah, let's go ahead. Contact clearance. And we can figure out our departure runway here. Let's see. Actually, here, let's listen to the ATIS first. You can hear that.
Temperature 21. Dew point 10. Altimeter tree 0.08. ILS runway 11 in use. Landing and departing runway 11.
Okay, all I need to know is with information mic. Okay. Alright. Sounds good. Alright, let's see. You're going to do a WestJet long haul aviation. It is from, not sure where I do is, but I do know where Charlie Yankee Zulu is. That is, that's Toronto, right? That's Toronto, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and turn down the music there a little bit. We can go ahead and contact for clearance. Let's see. Bring that sound up just a little bit, actually. I want clearance on 120.9 or 25. see. Delta1339 IFR to Atlanta with information mic. Let's see if that's actually correct, maybe?
Noah, the boys in the FBO told me you were new here. Welcome to Say Intentions. Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Dublin to Toronto, nice.
Follow the Learjet, then hold at holding point Tango Tree.
Following Learjet, holding at Tango Tree and Embraer 225 Echo Mike.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, New Orleans ground cleared to Atlanta. Radar vector.
Alright, they're grabbing the clearance here.
Climb and maintain 3000. Expect flight level 33010 minutes after departure. Departure on 123.85, squawk 3122. Expect runway 20.
Dublin to Toronto. That, let's see, that's probably, I want to say 6 hours? 6 hours? 7 hours maybe? How long is that? Sounds like a fun flight. What aircraft are you doing that in? Alright, let's see. We were cleared to Atlanta. Squawk Tree 122. Someone on this sounded real. It is weird because it does sound real. It does sound real, which is sort of confusing me. Let's see, our squawk code is Tree 122. And alright, we are cleared to via what departure? Radar vectors GARTS. So departure is GARTS. Sorry, this is just gonna take me a couple minutes just because I'm sort of trying to figure this out. Now our departure frequency will be 123.85. And then here tree 0 10 minutes after departure. Alright, I think we are ready to respond. Alright, let's see. Aviation is you're gonna do it on the 787. Fun. Yeah, I love the 787. It's awesome. Alright. Cleared to Atlanta. GARTS departure. Expect tree 0 10 minutes after departure. Departure 12.3.85. Delta 1339. See if that was correct, maybe. Seemed okay. They are thinking. Okay. So for whatever reason, I'm not hearing them talking back to me. Alright, clear to Atlanta, radar vectors, expect tree 0 1 minute after departure. That's what I said, maybe? I don't know. Because for whatever reason, I can't hear them. So I'm gonna go into the settings and try to figure this out. Alright, it's that I know the default output device and everything. I know where it, because I can hear them sometimes, but also I can't. It's weird. Alright, let's see. You know what? Here, maybe I'll just sort of start working normally. Let's get going because we are a bit behind schedule, so we can head back into the cockpit here, and we are departing. It didn't say what runway. So I'm not sure which runway the GARTS departure is out of. Here, departure, arrival, departure. It's not having a standard instrument departure, which is not great. So I'm just gonna go out of what I pre-programmed, which is runway 20. So I'm gonna select that and execute it, and then we're going to head back to the index, and one limit past that, take off. Awesome. Alright, runway 20. Import from aircraft, import weather, calculate, flaps 5, at 142, 143, 15. So flaps 5 at, I'm forgetting it, 142, 143, 15. 142, 143, and 150 there. Awesome, we can go ahead and put that in, and then the CG can get calculated by itself. Aviation is, I'm tired, yeah. I mean, it's, what time is it for you? It's like, I want to say 1 in the morning. Wow. Alright, let's see, I think we are all set pretty much. Why not just go ahead and turn on the flight directors, because we can. Here, let's bring up some sounds of the aircraft here, just like sort of like ambient noises, because I love the 737 noises, because it's awesome, and it's a Boris audio pack. Let's see. Alright. I think we are pretty much ready for takeoff, but we're going to set this over to 33,000 feet. Oh. And with heading, let's see, what do we want our first heading to be, just in case. All right, 54. Oh yeah, of course 54. All right, 54. 54, and then 245. I set that heading just in case the LNAV doesn't want to work. Let's see, aviation edits. My glide slope is fine. Yeah, I had a little argument with ATC last time. Not ATC, with my aircraft on the last stream, which was, I want to say, last Sunday night. Yeah, it was a good stream actually. Yeah. Yeah, no, I recommend it. Go check that out if you'd like it. Let's see. Here we can honestly disconnect that GPU and turn on the APU bleed. Bring this up to 33,000 feet. And then the land altitude, I don't, well, we can figure that out later. But I think I'm probably forgetting something. Like, I'm definitely forgetting something. Oh, I know what I'm forgetting. I need to close, or disconnect rather, the GPU. Let's see, how many passengers do we have on? Everybody? 145? Awesome. Alright. So, it is about time to get people leaving the aircraft. Alright. There, actually, let's go arrival. We are going, the plan is to arrive an ILS approach into runway 26 right. 26 right here. Via, I suppose, that star, whatever that is. I don't have that programmed in, but turn that down a little bit. Let's execute that. We're gonna go legs, and oh, that added a whole bunch. All right, here we can go ahead, copy that bamboo there and bring that in. Awesome. All right, we're all set for our arrival. Arrival, what am I talking about? Let's see, you pause your stream. You stream in Twitch? Nice. Yeah, I should probably get that set up. I could stream on both at the same time. I don't know. I'll figure that out at some point. We are now ready for pushback, so I will push back. They didn't say to advise when ready to push, so I'm just gonna go ahead and push. I think, because I don't think I need to ask that. Well, actually, I suppose I need to contact ground. So let's contact ground on 121.9. I have no idea what my gate is, which is sort of a problem. Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to figure that out, just because, yeah, like, I have no idea what gate I am at. Hopefully this works perfectly fine. Let's see. Delta1339, request push and start. Tail west? I couldn't even hear that. They speak so okay. Awesome. Push and start approved. Faced west. Delta1339. Awesome. Alright, we can go ahead and push back here. I'm not, okay, let's see, push back. Set the brakes. Here, actually, we need to get the, we disconnected, which means here we can go do this, boom, and boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about ready to push back here. And on that note, flight attendants, please arm all doors. Stand by for all call. Is the gate? Okay, do we need to close the door? And then the flight attendants will arm them. And then we will disconnect that jetway. Aviation edits, then I would need to focus on 2 streams at once. Yeah, I guess now that I think more about that, that would just be more stressful. Alright, let's see if we can get ready to push. Lego guy, hello, welcome to the stream. You're plane spotting at Charlotte today. Nice. Nice. I've only been to Charlotte a few times, and that's only stopping through. I didn't know that they're what am I thinking? I don't know. I completely lost my train of thought.
Go ahead.
Oh, we.
Brakes release. Clear to push straight back.
Alright, we're now about to push
Copy
straight
that.
back.
Push
Oh wait,
straight
no,
back.
not. It's fine. I don't really care enough about ATC to face the right direction because we can just turn ourselves in the right direction. Let's put those both on. I think I got sidetracked here.
Follow the King Air,
And
then
that
hold
over
short of
there.
taxiway Echo.
Following the King Air, holding short of taxiway Echo Informator 225.
Oh, the new runway. Nice. Let's see. Aviation edits. He's streaming with no viewers. Yeah, well, yeah, I gotta start somewhere. And, ooh, just wait. My
Echo Papa Alpha, read back
rudder
correct.
pedals got, like, they stepped on top of the wire. Alright, yeah, actually, we should probably release that brake.
Brakes released.
Awesome. And our engine is starting up, which is nice. Let's see. We can see it starting to spin up in the lower bottom right there. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, I did it again where I have my, I accidentally put my, throttles into reverse thrust for me there. That's an accident. Alright. A straw has 2 holes, because 1 runway counts as 2. That's true. You know what? I agree with half of what you're saying. I'm on the argument side that a straw only has 1 hole. Like if does a donut have 1 or 2 holes? Here's where I'm getting my information from myself, from my investigative study here. A donut has 1 hole. Why? Because if some people call munchkins donut holes, maybe you do.
Complete. You guys can set the brakes.
Alright, pushback is complete. You can set the brakes. We're gonna go ahead and do that here. Let's bring down the flaps a little bit.
We'll see ya.
And then, ooh, actually, I just completely forgot. I'm not gonna bother with it today. The airline announcements.
Okay, the tow bar is
I almost always do
disconnected.
those, but
We're gonna go
I'm
now.
not really gonna bother with it
It'll
today.
be on the right side. We'll see you guys. Take care.
Anyway, a runway has 1 side. Well, it has 2. There are 2 sides to every runway, but I don't know. A donut. Some people call them donut holes. And you get 1 munchkin or donut hole. Oh, I need to start up the second engine. From 1 donut. Which means, set my altimeter. Which means here that straw only has one hole. In my opinion, that's how I perceive it. Let's go ahead and start that clock there, which then also I suppose translates. So we go from a dot. No, okay. Here's what's gonna happen. We are going to go general options. We're gonna go sound, and we're going to go voices completely off. All right. Let's see. I think we're pretty much ready here. Hopefully those voices doesn't mean cockpit like GPWS and everything. Anyway, we are ready for taxi, so I will go ahead and contact them for taxi here. Let's see. I need to go. Aviation edits. I see your comment. I will read it in a second once I get this taxi clearance here.
Tornado 892, Tango Oscar holds short of taxiway Echo traffic on final approach. Holding short
Flaps
of Echo
are
Tornado
down
892,
for
Tango
flaps to
Oscar.
take off basically. Delta1339 ready to taxi with information. Mike? Maybe? I can't remember. Do my GPWS test. I do need to do that. Yeah, actually. That would be a good way to test it. I haven't done GPW. Ooh, I need to do that. We can turn off the APU now. APU off, not on. There we go. And we can turn off the APU bleed as well. GPWS. I've done it before. Again, like I said, I am so extremely tired. Let's turn on the probe heats, because why not? Let's turn that over there. We want yaw damper. Hold the test button for 5 seconds right down here. If I can remember. I'll find it. I'll find it. I'll find it. I know where it is. Here one's traffic advisory. That's CVR. Let's see. You know what? I'm sure we'll find out at some point soon. But you know what? It's fine. We'll survive. Alright, let's go ahead, and we want to... I also need to disable... I guess here I can do that probably right over here. I need to disable that taxi ribbon, because that's just not going to help me. Alright. Let's go ahead and take a look at the ATIS again.
New Orleans International Airport. Information Whiskey.
Whiskey, okay, alright. We're gonna go ahead and contact ground. Let's see. Delta 1339 ready to taxi with information whiskey. Hopefully that works. Hopefully that goes through to them and they understand it. Maybe. Maybe not.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu. Taxi to runway 20 via Echo Sierra cross runway 29 at your discretion. Contact tower on 119.5 when ready for departure.
Alright, we're gonna taxi via Echo Sierra. Taxi via Echo Sierra. And then we're going to cross runway, what, 29er? Or 29. Alright, at my discretion. Awesome, and it's at my discretion. Let's see, what else do I have to do? I think I need to see, I think I need to set packs. Yes, I need to set packs. Alright. Awesome, I think we're all set here. We're ready for taxi. I set my altimeter. We're all set. Let's see, there we go. We can take out that parking brake, and we can go ahead and start moving. Look at this, we're moving, people. This, we're moving. Oh, now we're moving too much. Ah, I want to look at a nice view, and look what it does to me.
Cessna
Alright.
908 Charlie Echo holds short of taxiway Echo awaiting further
So
instructions.
here, I need my charts. So here we are. I need to go Echo at Sierra, was it? So Echo.
X-ray New Orleans ground. Go
So yeah,
ahead with
so I'm
your
gonna take a
request.
right.
Climb DFR to Lafayette Regional and ready to
Our LNAV and VNAV, I'm not gonna do that yet, just because I like to fly for the first couple seconds, just in case anything happens. Let's see, let's go ahead and turn on taxi lights. I think Sierra is this way, and that's not what that thing says, but that's also not accurate, because there is no Bravo. I mean, Bravo is like somewhere else that's not here. Okay, where's runway 20? Okay, that's way down here, so we're gonna take this, we're gonna cross this runway over here, and we're gonna taxi all the way down to the other side of the airport. Sounds good to me. Alright. And flight directors are on, we're all set there. We're all set. Other than, of course, LNAV and VNAV, which I like to turn on. I like to turn on autopilot once I've already taken off, so. And the altimeter is set. So we're gonna go here. I think we go down, is that? Yeah, we're gonna taxi down to the very end of this runway down here. I think. Yeah, yep, this is Alpha, that would be right here. Or supposedly Alpha, but it's actually Golf 8, so. Yeah, Microsoft is not accurate with their things here. So you can't really go by the signage. I think there is a mod for like real airport signage, which I probably should get. Actually, I need to get, yeah. I'll look into that after tonight's stream. Or actually, probably tomorrow morning, because I am so tired today. And my problem is that, like, I was going to take a nap when I got home. But my problem with taking naps is that when I take a nap, I am wiped when I get up. When I wake up, like, and that is a big if I can take a nap. Let's see, we're gonna hang a right here. Right, we're gonna hold short here, and then before we taxi across, here's crossing runway 29er. Awesome, and now no aircraft are coming in at any direction. So we are ready for, we are ready for taxi, or to cross the runway. So we're gonna do exactly that. We're gonna taxi down here, and now we are on Sierra. And then to the right of us here is the runway that we will be taking off from. Oh, that's my fault. I clicked the space bar. Why did I do that? So let's bring that down, because why not? There we go. Alright. Actually, yeah, I don't need it, like, at all. Alright. Beautiful. Over there is the runway that we will be taking off on. I think we are taxiing just a little bit fast here. But, yeah, we got some beautiful views here. Yeah. Any fun plans this weekend, people? Let's see. Any fun plans? I'm just sort of home tomorrow, you know. Not much going on. I have some homework to do, and I'm gonna find out where to fly tomorrow.
Airbus 450 Alpha Bravo, hold short of taxiway Lima traffic on final approach.
There is some traffic on
taxiway Lima Airbus 450 Alpha Bravo.
Alright. My hope is that I do not have to go around, because I'm not sure exactly how to go around, because I need to enter a holding pattern. You know, actually, I think at some point, like, off stream, you know, I should do like a 4-hour stream where I just like sort of figure stuff out about the 737. Like, figure out, go around stuff and figure out other autopilot things and auto brakes. And I wish that the 737 had BTV, brake to vacate, like the A380 or the A350 does, but I don't know. I'm hoping soon I can get the I will soon, hopeful soon, meaning maybe next month, I don't know. I'll have to sort of figure out stuff. But but I'm hoping to get the
Skyhawk 3 Alpha
777
Zulu, contact tower on
PMDG 777
119.5.
300, not the 200 that they will be releasing soon. I'm not sure when. I haven't really been following that, but yeah. See, this says Charlie right here. It's Sierra, so not accurate. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hold short here. We are now going to contact contact tower on 119.5. Let's see, aviation. It's the way to go around when you plan a new approach and direct. Okay, you plan a new approach and direct to the final approach waypoint at the altitude. Okay, yeah, actually, that's what I was sort of thinking I would do. Ooh, you know what I do need to do? I need to squawk tree 122, because for whatever reason I didn't do that. So we're gonna do that right now. 3-1. Oh, right, I forgot that. Because I have it auto set the radios for me just for now because it's easier. So like here when I want to contact tower, it's gonna automatically change that for me, which is awesome. I love that because it's really useful right now for me. But let's see. All right, I think we're ready. What runway are we? We're holding short of 20, I think. You dare me to squawk 7,500? You know what? Maybe in another stream. Once I sort of figure out this whole ATC stuff, maybe I'll do that. Let's see. We are Delta1339. Here. Delta1339 holding short runway 20, ready for departure. See what they have to say. Or if they're not happy because it's wrong. Hopefully it's right.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, New Orleans Tower, runway 20, winds 150 at Niner. Fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
I'm not Skyhawk, but oh, you know what? I also didn't input a specific. I think that's just going to be my sort of ATC thing now. See, we're going to go ahead and enter the runway. Let's see, aviation is I'm able to simulate engine fires on this and hijackings. I can do... my brakes. I always have problems with takeoff config here.
Beechcraft November 9001 Bravo, hold short of runway C3 traffic on final.
Holding short of runway Tree Beechcraft, November 9001 Bravo. Over to departure for Ray Whiskey Papa.
Alright, let's see, I want to make sure that ATC audio is not too loud. Alright, we're now ready for departure. I'm going to do some final checks. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. Let's see, let's check up here. I think we are all set. Yaw damper on. Let's see, so back to your initial thing, yeah. So my understanding is that I think they don't want you, for obvious reasons, they don't want you simulating hijackings. I mean, I think you can do like engine fires and everything, but like not hijackings. Let's see. Aviation notes, you should do emergency stream, yeah, but I would get banned if I do a hijacking, yeah. I feel like that would be more interesting if you do a designated emergency stream where you do it specifically towards like this is going to happen, but you don't know when it's going to happen, but it will happen at some point. You need to be ready for the unexpected. I think it'll be fun. I think that would be a lot of fun in the A350 just because of their failures. It's awesome. Like getting a bird strike. Ooh, like if you could do a bird strike out of LaGuardia, you could take the... Can the A350 fly into LaGuardia? I don't know, I'm not sure. Anyway, we have been cleared for takeoff. I think. Were we cleared for takeoff? Okay, we were cleared for takeoff. Here. Cleared for takeoff. Delta1339. Alright, ready for takeoff. Landing tax lights are off. We're all set. Let's do this. Bing bong. Flight attendant seats for departure, please. Let's see. Alright, we're ready. Sorry, I've been sitting here for quite a while. Alright. Engine stabilized. And toga. You've heard bad things about the A350 flight model.
Airspeed alive.
I don't know. I've heard that it looks amazing, and I've seen that it looks amazing. Okay, 80 knots. Cross check. Here, just wait. I'll continue that conversation once I'm ready for takeoff.
V1.
And rotate. We're gonna pull up on the stick now because we're about to reach the end of the runway. All right, and positive rate. Gear up. Awesome, heading out here. And then we will bring flaps up as well. All right. I'm not sure if they're gonna tell me to go to departure or something. I feel like they probably should. I feel like they might tell me to do that. I think they will. Alright, let's see. We are out here. Beautiful, beautiful looking out here. Awesome. Looks incredible. Alright, we're now, at this point, we can go ahead and turn on LNAV, turn on VNAV, turn on autopilot, turn on auto throttle as well. Back to your question there, or comment. Let's see, you've heard bad things about the flight model. The physics are horrible. They are horrible. Like, it can take off from St. Bart's, no problem whatsoever. Which is not... I don't feel like it could actually do that in real life. For whatever reason, I have the feeling that it can't do that in real life. So, I don't know. But it's an extremely detailed aircraft, and it has a bunch of failures, and it looks visually incredible. So I'm sort of torn about it. I'm not sure at what point do they tell me to contact departure. I think did they? I don't remember them giving me the departure frequency in my clearance, which I think is what they're supposed to do. Let's see there. Here we are. This shot right here. Let's take a look at this while I try to figure out if they actually did. Oh, departure on 123.85. Okay. All right. 123.85. So here, let's actually hit back into the cockpit. 123.85. 1, 2. Nope, wrong keypad. 1, 2, 3. Decimal. Decimal 85. 1, 2. 3.85 and 1, 2, 3. Decimal 85. Wait, that's decimal 885. I suppose it would probably be 850. Okay. So decimal 85. Coming up somewhere here. 8.85. Awesome. 123.85 to 123.85. We'll swap that when they tell us to go to departure, and they still have not done that. So let's go turn on that weather radar just in case we have any problems. But this is a beautiful departure here. Looks incredible. I mean, this is the 737, right? I mean, we're talking about an absolutely incredible aircraft here. Like, I love the 737. Hopefully you love the 737 as well. Right? Like, this is awesome. So, we've got that lens glare too. This is awesome. Looks incredible. Let's see, aviation edits. Phoenix A320 roll physics seem very styrofoamy. Huh. Styrofoamy. I've never heard that word used to describe roll physics. Interesting. Alright, let's see here. Actually, I do want to turn off that wing light, which is right there. Yes, awesome. Alright. I'm just going to go ahead and contact departure. Let's see. Delta1339 contacting departure. on 123.85. I think I say that? I'm not sure.
Nobody's listening on 127.0.
I didn't say 127.0. But, okay. Oh, wait, why did I transmit onto frequency 127.0? I have no idea. So, wait, why is that? Here, we're actually going to pause for a second, because I'm not sure at what point it decided to transition us off. Here, I'm just going to go actually and click on the departure button. Wait, why isn't it letting me do that anymore? It's annoying. Okay. Oh, there we go. Never mind. I was just clicking the wrong thing. Alright, let's see. Now I am on departure, so... Good morning, American. Good morning, Delta1339 is 15,000 for 33,000. Wait, what?
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, Houston
That's us.
Center, negative radar contact. Please verify your squawking 3122 and your transponder is set to mode C.
31. If we're like the...
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Why we're Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu? I don't know. Because I thought that it took it from SimBrief. Pre-122, I think? Okay. Yeah. Because I was initially squawking pre-122, but then it decided not to do that anymore. For whatever reason. Let's see. Can we actually hear 0? Okay. 112. And then 22 maybe? Ooh, I did it! Climb and maintain flight level 330, Delta1339. We're about to reach, we are at actually quite a, actually never mind, we're not. We are almost about to reach our transitional altitude of 18,000 feet.
Alpha Zulu, radar contact. 5 miles south of Slidell Airport at 16900 feet. Heading 051. Slidell, altimeter 30.06. Clear
Great, so they
direct
knew.
darts.
Clear direct GARTS, Delta 1339. I think that's what I was supposed to say. Maybe. Hopefully. Yeah, but I think we're all set. Oh, okay, we have 81 nautical miles in total guards, so yeah, we're all set. I do need to set that, though. Set that over to standard. And then we can go up here, turn off the seatbelt sign. Boom. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, thank you for flying Delta Airlines. But out of New Orleans here, we are going to be flying over. I suppose, as you know, since you already booked the ticket, like however long ago you booked the ticket. But yeah, we're on our way up to 33,000 feet, flight level 30, and we have passed our transitional altitude of 18,000 feet. So you guys can go ahead, get up out of your seats, and cabin crew will be coming around with snacks and everything and whatnot, like light snacks, because this is only about an hour flight, so we don't really do any like hard snacks until like 2.5 hours, or 2.5 hours of flight time, because then it's just not worth it, because we end up losing money for whatever reason. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Your loss, I guess. Your Biscoff cookies. Anyway, let's see. Let's go ahead and check out how we are doing here in the cockpit, or in the cabin rather. Let's see. We got some nice views here. What else we got? We got that. We got number 2 here. I set all these stuff before the stream, just so that we didn't have to spend time in the flight setting them up. I have 3 on each side, so hopefully this works out fine. So I have 6 different views in total, not including the one up in the cockpit, so we should be all fine. Does anybody know what FSS is for the frequency? Where I am right now, the frequency is 122.1. I'm not actually connected to it, but it's FSS. Is that like flight following or something? Like, I don't know, I'm not sure.
Houston Center, good evening.
I will bring down that docking sound a little bit. We can bring up the music a little bit. Just a little bit, and then we can bring down the sounds of the aircraft as well. Get back in the cockpit. We're holding at like 295 knots on our way up to 33,000 feet, which we can see up there. We've been out of the gate for now for 25 minutes. Let's see, how do you make the bottom and top blurry on CapCut? You want to make clips fit into a short, because when I do, the clips are messed up and too big. Okay, so, what I do, I don't use CapCut. I edit them because, as a filmmaker, I am fluent in many video editing softwares. I first learned on Final Cut Pro. And then I learned about, I want to say 3 years ago, on Premiere Pro. And then just about 4 or 5 months ago, I self-taught myself on DaVinci Resolve, which, so Final Cut Pro and Premiere Pro are Adobe and Apple. So, and those are paid. Now, DaVinci Resolve is free, or the free version, which basically includes everything. Like the free version, all you don't get is like 2 transitions and automatic subtitles. Like, it's awesome. So if you can edit like on your computer and everything, I would definitely recommend taking a look at DaVinci Resolve. I can contact you maybe you know what, here, I'll contact you tomorrow, more aviation edits about sort of how I put my edits together. What I do, I put a Gaussian blur. Some people call it a Gaussian blur. I call it a Gaussian blur. It's basically just blurring the one video, and then I basically have the same video playing over, and I scale it down a little bit. I can make like a short video about this and send it to you on Discord. I can do that tomorrow, but actually I'll probably record that tonight and send it to you tomorrow, just because I have to make another edit tonight. I'm trying to do one each day, maybe. I was originally thinking, because I think I started them just because I thought, you know, why not? And now I've gotten like 30 subscribers from doing the edits in like 3 days, which for some people is like nothing, but for me, I mean, that's a lot for someone who really doesn't have many subscribers. So I don't know. But anyway, I mean, if you are subscribed, thank you. I mean, we passed to just today, or in the past 48 hours, I've gotten like 20 subscribers in the past 20 hours, and like that's great. I mean, thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, let's see. All right. Why does it say our altitude is 4 feet? I have to look at our, because I can tell you for a fact our altitude is not 4 feet. So I'm gonna take a look at the overlay and try to fix it, because I'm not sure maybe I could like completely start from the beginning. Like, if you guys have any like recommendations for new, like, or what I should include, because I made this like overlay background and everything in Photoshop, or the free version of Photoshop, Photo P. It's not officially Photoshop, but it's on the web and it's awesome. It's what I use to make all my thumbnails, and it works almost just like Photoshop. It's awesome. So photop.com, and I just basically have a .psd file. But yeah, so back to your initial question. I will contact you more about the aviation edits, the blurry top and bottom on tomorrow. Yeah, I'm happy to. The edits I have seen. Yeah, I'm excited to see some of your edits. Alright, we're coming up on our top of climb up here, up towards Gartz. I'm not sure once we get to Gartz if we need to talk to somebody again. Like, I don't know, I'm not sure, because, like, I don't know. Upon reaching our cruising altitude. Now I'm gonna check my cheat sheet here. Because, like, here on my IFR cheat sheet, directly by Say Intentions, there's the cheat sheet on departures and routes and arrivals by the FAA. There's departures and arrivals, and routes and arrivals with the ICAO as well. And then there's another one with and route and arrivals from the FAA. So there's, like, a whole bunch of different stuff. Like, I suppose one probably for the first couple, or the first FAA and ICAO stuff is for IFR, and then the final one is for VFR. I don't know. I don't plan on doing any VFR flights anytime soon. I mean, actually, I take that back. I cannot do any VFR flights anytime soon, or any close time soon, just because with OpenSky you cannot do VFR flights. Maybe I probably should. If I wake up early enough, I'll do like VFR flights and like general aviation flights around my home airport. I'll sort of see how that goes, because in that you actually can do VFR. I have a cheat sheet all made out for myself that I have had for like the past like 2 or 3 months, but this new one that I downloaded like 2 minutes before I started streaming, and I was printing it out and putting like the gold, I want to call them gold bearings, but they're not. They're paper fasteners or something like that. Metal fasteners, I think. Put like that on it. I was just making it so I could actually use it normally. That's why I was a little bit late today. That wasn't us. We do have an awesome flight here today. I can't, for whatever reason, the game filters from NVIDIA again do not want to work. So I don't think that we're actually going to have a blurry background unless, here, let's see if this actually wants to work. Let's see. We can hit over here if we go drone focus mode, auto. No, I want in manual. Ooh, wait, it does work. Maybe it will. Let's see. Maybe we could try autofocus. I'm not usually a fan of autofocus. I use autofocus when I'm taking photos of like sports and everything, but I think it's a good experience to do manual focus if you're a photographer. Now we actually seem a little bit out of focus, but you know what? It's fine. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. Alright, here, let's see. What time is it here in where we are? It is 5:57, which I think it's on the same time zone as where I am. The Eastern Standard Time. I think we're standard, not daytime saving. Maybe it's EDT. I think it's Eastern Daylight Savings, Daylight Time. Eastern Daylight Savings Times. I don't know. Over in Europe, do they have daylight savings? Or is that sort of strictly a U.S. thing? Because I know, like, I know and I agree that the U.S. has some weird stuff, and I really don't understand why. Anyway, let's go ahead and set us up for arrival here soon, since we do have a fairly short flight. We will be arriving into here. Let's open my charts here. I have my charts open on my laptop screen here. Alright, we are laying KATL. 2 Alpha, yes, Hartsfield Jackson, anything else? Alright, let's see. We are at 2, I want to say 2.6. 6 right, awesome. 2.6 right. I'm searching. 2.6 right. ILS localizer. Let's pop out ChartFox. There we go. Oh. There we go. Alright, here we are. So we need 110.1, which we can set over here. Let's see, 110.1. 1, no, clear. 110.1. Is that it? I think. Decimal 1. Awesome. Alright. Decimal 1. 1. There we go. And that's all set for ILS, so we can honestly just swap that there. Then 111.1 over here. 111 decimal. Wait, no, it's 110.1. What am I talking about? 110.1. We can go ahead and actualize that as well. There we go. We're all set. Here we are. We're in 262 knots here at 33,000 feet. Should be a nice flight. Let's see. Let's take a look at this here. There we go. Why are we here in clearance? I would think that I would only be monitoring certain. So it's fine. We're monitoring clearance, I guess, for the mobile regional airport, which is KMOB, which is supposed to below us, because that's what AI ATC says. The intentions AI. But yeah, so far I'm really liking this. I'm really happy. You know that aviation edits. I think it was actually you who suggested OpenSky. So yeah, thank you. Honestly, this is a big help. This is great. Yeah, no, I'm interested to see sort of, because right now I'm using the premium version because that's what they have for once for the first 24 hours you get the premium version, which is why I'm thinking like tomorrow morning I will go and do a VFR flight while I can. Because with OpenSky you can't do VFR flights, it's only IFR. They might, I think they said that they're planning to change that soon in the future. Or not necessarily soon, but they're planning to change that in the future, maybe, but I'm not sure. What did I just move? Oh, I just moved that. Move that back up, please. Awesome. Here we are. We are going to Ferdo, maybe? Awesome. Alright, there's the Hobbit over there. Yeah, pretty short flight here. Like this is the over to Gartz, our first waypoint, and Ferdo are the main long ones. I guess we have over to Smog over there as well. But the other ones are fairly short in between. So really, my guess is that we only have like 100 nautical miles. More than that, probably. 180. There's the top of descent at like 100 nautical miles. 160. Ooh, I was so close. I get 180s right there. 175. I'll guess 175. All right, here we can bring that back in there. I wish I could make that. Actually, I think I can make that menu smaller. What I am not a big fan about with this menu is that in Flight Sim 2024, it's way too small. It is. It really is. Alright. Let's see here. How far along are we on Volanta here? We can go ahead and bring out Volanta. Check this out. Let's see. Go flights over here. Just so we can sort of see where we are in comparison without seeing everybody else's flights. Let's see. Here we are. And we are just over halfway. No, we're not over halfway. Almost halfway. Sure. We'll go almost halfway. this is our main, like, we have a whole bunch of waypoints over here. And then we have our final right in there. But yeah, should be a good flight. We're going to be coming into 26 right, which is right there. There should be good. I actually just, I wonder if I could use Volanta as basically in, like, instead of Chart Fox or instead of something else, right? I feel like I could do that, maybe, because, like, I have over here the taxiway names instead of Navigraph or Chart Fox. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go for a couple minutes, and while I do that, because I need to grab some water. But yeah, we have a beautiful flight here, and I was going to see if I could move it off of my monitor. But if I click this little output button here, see what it does, and it only ends up capturing that, which is not helpful at all. So we need to head back there. It's annoying. Anyway, let's see. Drone focus. Oh, it doesn't want to work now. Well, manual, sure. There, we'll do that. Looks good to me. Because NVIDIA doesn't want to work. Alright, we'll be back in a minute. Alrighty here, Delta1339 beautiful, beautiful aircraft. I love it here. Cruising up here at 33,000 feet, flight level 30. Yeah, I mean, I love it. This is an awesome aircraft. Let's see. This is one of the views I always do. I love it. Right here, right next to the wing. Alright. Yeah, so I was listening. Here, I'm gonna turn down that music. That is incredibly loud. Turn it down for me as well. I had an earbud in while I was grabbing some water, and wow, that ATC, that AI ATC there sounds really good. It sounds really good. So props to Say Intentions for their premium AI ATC voices. I mean, that sounded incredible. I wish that they would give that stuff to Tower Simulator 3 developers. Who developed that? Oh, Field Air. I wish that they would give that to Field Air, because right now it does not sound great, like, at all. Yeah, and I mean, you pay $60 for the AI for the game. I've done that. I've done a couple streams on it. Oh, it's a good game, really fun. I like it. But the voices don't sound too good. Like, the voice recognition is there, it's good, but the voices, the sounds are just not great. I think that they should be improving on that. They're focusing more on releasing new airports than the voices. But anyway, why am I talking about a different game? We're here to talk about flight sim or aviation incidents. So, I mean, here's a big one. Due to the efforts of the Biden administration. Yeah, we got, that's not us, that's JetBlue. Some astronauts, Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore. Is that right? I can't remember. Is that their name? Can't remember exactly. Let's see. Wilmore and Williams. So Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore. Yeah. They came back on SpaceX rocket. Now President Trump says he had a big thing to do with that. He didn't. It was all organized under the Biden administration. So once again, another lie there. But that's sort of expected. Anyway, we're not here to talk about politics. I really would prefer not to talk about politics. We're here to talk about some aviation. So those astronauts returned, which is awesome. We got them back. They were only supposed to stay up in space for a 1 week mission, and they ended up being up there for like 9 months, I think. Anyway, so American Airlines has responded to Southwest Airlines' changes with a limited time status match. Interesting. And that aircraft that flipped, that Delta Embraer that flipped upside down when upon landing in, I think it was Toronto, I think it was. Maybe it was. Yeah, in Toronto. So, quote, experts say that the aircraft was descending at quote, what experts called an excessive speed when it touched down, according to a preliminary report from the Canadian authorities. I'm curious to see, let's see, just before the crash, a descent greater than 600 feet per minute is considered a quote, hard landing, according to the manual. Just before the crash, the plane was descending at a rate of 1,100 feet per minute, the report said. So, like, yes, it's a hard landing. I think that who published that article? They need to. Okay, that was the New York Times. I think they need to sort of differentiate between a landing and the descent, because a descent rate of 600 is not that much. Like, it's common to see descent rates of like 2,500, but landing 600 is fairly hard. I would say anything more than like 200 or like 250 or 300 would be a fairly hard landing. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, a touchdown of 1,100 feet per minute, if that's what their touchdown was, that is insane. Like that, oh boy, that's a hard landing. Like I thought my landings were hard here and then the simulator. But like I could land a 737 better than those pilots could land that Embraer, almost called it an Embraer A380. Embraer E175, I think it was. It wasn't 75, was it? Let's see, what was it? Which type of aircraft flipped in Toronto? A quote, Delta Airlines passenger jet. Yeah, you know, that does not help whatsoever. Okay, CRJ 900. Wow, I was like completely wrong. Wow. Alright. Look at me go. Let's see. Aviation edits. You made a new edit. Nice. It was a CRJ. Okay, not an LR. Yeah. Yeah, I just looked that up. I saw that. Let's see. Let's sit back in the cockpit. What is happening in the cockpit? Let's see. Alright. 220 is our... But why are we going so slow? Like, we can go way up there. So why are we not going? Okay, we're increasing our speed. So, okay. Good, I guess? I don't know. That's good, I guess. Alright. Awesome. We have a tailwind. I think that's a tailwind. Let's see. I'm gonna look this up again because I always get confused. Tailwind versus headwind. A headwind, because normally they're named from where they're from, but if they're named like they are headwind, tailwind, like if where they're going to, then I suppose technically you could say it's going to the head or it's going to the tail with the same wind. So let's see, headwind versus tailwind. Okay. Here's the thing. So it's a tailwind if it's coming from the back of us, headwind if it's coming from the front of us. Okay. Okay, yeah, if it's coming from the head going to the back, then that's a headwind. If it's going from the tail going to the front, it is a tailwind. Let's see, yeah, you just sent it to me. Let's see. I'm gonna open up Discord here. Alrighty, here, let's see. I need to, sorry, I just need to bring, Discord over. Wait, well, what did I just do? Alright, over to... Here we go. Take a look here at Discord. Awesome. Let's see. I don't actually have the music on for it, but probably should do that. Here, let's do that. I'll bring Discord audio. Let's see, application audio capture. Discord. Let's see. Bring this over to Discord there. Let's hear this.
Well, there's a will, there's a way, kind of beautiful. And every night has a state so magical. And if there's love in this life, there's no obstacle that can't be defeated. For every tyrant to tear for the vulnerable. In every loss, so the bones of a miracle.
Nice, dude. I like it.
With something
plane would I choose for a 12-hour flight? You know, with how much I love the A350, which I love the A350, it is a beautiful, beautiful aircraft. I've got to go with the 787. I mean, like, that was awesome, but like this A350, it looks incredible. It's awesome. But, you know, I've got to go with the 787 or 777. Like, I love the wing flex on the 787. You'd pick the the 7. So let's say aviation is you pick the A350 because the 747 would have an outdated cabin. You know, that's a valid answer actually. Let's see here. I'm gonna check if I need to contact anybody in flight. My en route and arrivals. In this favorite flight, never change frequencies without explicit permission from ATC. Okay, I will not do that. Miami Center. Okay. Yep. Well, this would be. I'm not sure if they haven't asked me to change from the Houston Center, which I'm on right now. Beautiful turn there. So, well, I guess, it's continuously changing me, I think. Maybe? I don't know, but they also haven't, the last place I talked on was Clear to Garts, on 126.875, which was Houston Center. So, yeah, my aviation it does say I'm at 4 feet. It said I'm at 4 feet since the very beginning, and the ETA isn't. Excuse me, sorry. The ETA isn't working either, so I'm not really sure what's going on, why it's happening, because sometimes it works perfectly. It works perfectly fine. Let's get that music up there. Sometimes it works awesome. It's great. So I'll have to look into Volanta if I can use it sort of how I have it right now set up, or I could like completely redesign it. Because I don't know, I have to think about it, because I like the way that I designed it. What does annoy me is that I have more space up at the top than I do at the bottom, but I have that actually for a reason. I have that there so that I can put the feet per minute part there, which, as we also have found out, is not always accurate. So I feel like I should just like reinstall. I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reinstall Fly Live and see if that will do anything. I don't know. I'm not sure if it will, but this wing seems really short. Like it seems really short. I don't know if it's because if we're zoomed in or anything or not. Well, I mean, we're just zoomed in, but like the wing seems fairly short for a Dash 8. I don't know. Dash 800 rather. Windy Aviation, hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Okay, it's not us. Awesome, that's Spirit. I can tell you for a fact, we are not Spirit. Alright, let's see, let's pop open a Volanta here. Okay, we are about to reach our top of descent, actually, I think. That's my guess, because if you can see, we are almost all the way there. So yeah, if we head back into the cockpit... Wait, have we reached our top of descent? We have reached our top of descent a long time ago. Oh, that's my fault. I missed that. We're supposed to be at 17,000 feet. Oh, boy. Ah. How's it going so far? You know, Windy, it was going very well until I just realized we missed our top of descent by, like, a crazy amount. We're supposed to be at 17,000 feet, and we're at 33,000. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to hold. I'm going to try to figure this out. Here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to hold. I want to hold at legs Ensel. I want to hold. How do I know I want to hold at Ensel? Hold, let's see. I'm genuinely not, like, I'm so confused. I'm tired, so, hold this, 6, maybe? If I move that there? I don't know. Whatever it is, I am going to then do it myself, I guess, because this is... Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go take our speed, bring that down. Actually, here, I'm going to go bring it over to speed. I'm going to go VNAV. We're going to bring this down to preferably 210, 208. We're going to go contact... I need to contact ATC. Sorry, so get my old cheat sheet open here. What? Let's see. Houston Center, Delta 1339, request flight level 150. I guess that would, I suppose that would be 15,000 feet instead. Anyway, here, I'm taking this off of. Alright, flight level 150, we've been cleared for.
Not seeing you on radar. Cycle your transponder and ident again for me.
Ident, okay, sounds good. Ident. Alright, Wendy, it's nice having you on here. You can head out. Sounds good, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great night. I know that we're descending. What's the problem there? Aircraft. Maybe it's that this is set over there. What if I bring this down? Oh, okay, that was it. We're gonna set this over to 15,000. No, I need to descend now. So I'm gonna descend now. Delta 1339 requesting hold at I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know.
250 knots. Maintaining 250 knots, American 467.
Delta 1339, holding at Echo November Sierra Lima Lima. Why did I say Sierra? It's Sierra. Yeah, we just need to descend like a lot. Because, I mean, if you look at our glide slope down there, if that even is our glide slope, that's crazy. Here, actually, let's bring up ChartFox again. What is our... Okay, 275 is our approach course. Awesome. We can, while we are descending here, this is one I would love to have a first officer in the cockpit. We can bring this down to over to 275, as well as the other one. 275.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, verify you're squawking 3122, mode Charlie.
Was that us that he talked to? I think that's us. How do I know what mode I'm squawking? Like, what? How do I know? Like, where does it say if I'm squawking Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, or whatever? Like, what? Here, I think, we're paused. Okay, because I need to check this now. 3122. Okay, 3122. Why are we not... Okay. Anyway. Tree... 1... Oh. 1... 2... 2... No? Maybe, does that do the outside one? Oh, okay. Tree 122. And ident. Atlanta Center, Delta 1339, request 15,000 feet.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, descend and maintain 15,000 feet.
5,000 feet. Awesome. Alright. I would love to hold at Ensel right there, but I can't because that's not my current one since I already passed it. Like, I tried to hold there, but it wouldn't let me. I've done holding patterns before. I know I have. I know for a fact I have. But I also have done it by accident before. And I took forever for me to get out of the holding pattern. But here, actually, I do need to... Let's do this. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign is now on. Please go ahead, take your seats for landing, please. We've started our descent into Atlanta. Local time is 6:15. Oh, 7:30. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna bring up some of the sounds of the cockpit here, just a little bit. If there is anything I can change or make better about the stream, please let me know. I mean, other than me watching out for that top of descent, which I thought I would have seen, but for whatever reason I didn't see. Here, I'm gonna plan on getting to 1,700 feet at Ensel. What I don't know is how I select a certain spot for holding, because that's what I want to do. So, I don't know. Program? Ensel? No. I don't know. I'm not sure. See, Dallas. Like, I want to hold at, Ensel, but it's fine. Anyway, we have about 10,000 feet more to get down to. What do we need to be down at? We need about 10,000 feet and about 30 nautical miles. So, yeah, we have quite a lot to do. I might just hand fly this, maybe. I don't know. It really does depend on whether or not I can get down to the right altitude. I'm gonna do a holding pattern right here at Ensel. Now I'm gonna look this up. How to do holding pattern PMDG 737-800. I really cannot be watching a video on this right now. I need to... Not how to exit a hold. I need to watch that later because I'm not really sure how to exit a hold. I just can't figure out how do I enter the hold in the first place. I don't know. You know what? This actually ended up being a much more of a production than I initially thought it would be. I mean, I didn't mean to miss the thing. We are going quite fast. I told the autopilot I want to be going at not at 258. I want to be going at 217. There we go. That's better. And we're decreasing throttle usage. Bank angle, be quiet. Last time you yelled at me, it was annoying, so please don't yell at me again. This seems like a valid excuse. Last time you yelled at me, aircraft, so please don't yell at me again. Alright. Oh, be quiet. Okay, I'm gonna bring this up actually to 225. Just because. We're climbing again. I need to get down to like 15,000 feet, and then I can get on to VNAV. And LNAV, and I should be back on track, hopefully. But this ended up being now a longer flight than it was supposed to be. Oh, I realized that I never was actually recording this flight. You know what? Well, hopefully the stream turns out well. I always end up recording my streams, no matter the length. Just because if I want to then turn it into a short, any bit of it. Here, just gonna start recording now. I can. Let's continue this descent. It seems like we will be landing in maybe darkness. I'm not sure exactly. I don't know. We'll figure that out. That wasn't us. Good. I can't take instructions like that right now.
Heavy descent and maintain flight level 260. Descending to flight level 260, FedEx 687 Heavy. Roger, close to maintain flight level 350, Delta 2445. Land the center.
We are banking quite a lot. Like, actually quite a lot. Here's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna head back to Ensel and then continue on from there. At Ensel, I think we're supposed to be at 17,000 feet. So I will go to 17,000 feet at Ensel. So I will. Now I'm gonna bring up the auto throttle to 250, 268. Sure. Looks good to me. Alright, we've been now up here for an hour and 11 minutes. Not bad at all. The sunset is beautiful. I guess that's the plus of being up in the air longer. Find the positive in this. Why are we climbing again? Well, I guess it's because I'm the one making us climb, but please, we can't be climbing right now. This must be a nightmare for the people in back. Sorry about that, guys. Alright. Continue pushing us down. How do I know if I'm on mode C? Like, I know. Okay, why does this continue to change the squawk code? Okay, 3, 1, 2, 2. But why does it continues to change it? So why doesn't it? Like, I don't understand. I'm not sure how I know if I'm on mode C or mode F or G or B, but I don't know. Maybe that'll work. Oh, hopefully it doesn't stop. Yeah, see, it's continuing, so I don't know. I don't know. Well, let's continue down here. Sorry, I just like pushed the nose down. Doesn't look too stable of an aircraft, does it? Yes, it's quite a descent rate we're at. Oh, right, yeah, no, we're below 18,000 feet. I need to be there. Alright, here, let's try LNAV, VNAV. Turn on. Okay, now we're on autopilot again. Hopefully we're all set. Crisis averted. Let's bring this down to 0,000 feet. No, I disengaged out of that. Sorry. Okay, here we're gonna go. Bring that down to 0. Bring that there. Awesome. We're gonna go. Is it taking us to Ensel? Please take us into Ensel first. Drag required. What do you mean by drag? Like what? Okay. At least we're not crazy low on fuel. We're pretty low on fuel. We have 25% left, which could probably take us like 2 or 3 hours. So I think we're fine. Yeah. Alright, I'm just hoping that this is going to be correct. Okay, I'm not really sure what the autopilot is doing here, so I'm going to take it off autopilot, and I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to turn us around here. We should not be at below 17,000 feet. Here, I'm going to take us off of auto throttle as well. Bring throttles up. Quite a bank angle we're at, but I'm back in the controls of the aircraft. This is actually a crazy bank angle. Wow. We are also ascending quite a lot, but I want us to be at like 17,000 feet. I think that's what we were supposed to be at, according to the FMC, but I cannot remember, so. Yeah. Here, push reset all these. Boom, 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 boom. Awesome. Now we're gonna die, we're gonna puke. Yeah, you know, honestly, this is quite, let's actually here pull up a little bit. We're fine, be quiet. Bank angle, be quiet, please. Turn ourselves around here and ascend a little bit. I'm going to put throttles up. I'm going toga power here. Toga power. Toga power. Come on. Our airspeed is still dropping. Come on. That almost feels like we're in an emergency here. I think this is a mess. Just continue ascending and let's flatten out. Here, alright, let's go VNAV as well. And here, and as well as auto throttle. Alright, please take us back on course over to rain. Oh, please don't bring us into like a holding pattern or something. Okay, I don't know what you're doing, so I'm just gonna hand fly us. And maybe follow the flight director. But also I feel like the flight director has no idea what it's doing. So, I'm just gonna hand fly this completely. 27 right? I can't do that. Come on, please don't do that to me. Oh my god, I've done this so many times. Why does it keep resetting? Why does it keep doing this? What? I've done this like a billion times. Why do I have to continue squawking? Like what? It keeps resetting it. Tree, 1, 2, 2. Great, and ident as well. Okay. What do I need to do? I will request.
Radar contact 3 miles northwest of Noonan, Coweta County Airport at 16800 feet, heading 352, Atlanta altimeter 30.09er.
I need to say something. I need to request a runway change. Delta1339 requesting runway 26 right.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, runway 26 right approved. Expect vectors for the ILS approach.
Runway 26 right, ILS approach. The Delta1339. That was not in the right order at all, but you know what, it's fine. We do have quite a while to go until we have like 20 nautical miles, so I'm gonna slow our descent rate a lot here. 5,000? Now? Descent, us? I don't think you want us to descend and maintain 5,000. Like, I really don't think you want us to. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Descend and maintain 5,000, turn right heading 100, Delta 1339. Turn right heading 100? What are you talking about? What? Why would I do that? Expect I really don't want to have vectors. I really just want to do this with my flight plan. I'm going to turn to 100 way down there. When at the point that I need to. So I'm not going to do that yet. And I'm also flying all over the place. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do here. I'm going to set this to our current heading. Well, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to bring this over to 025. I think all this got caused just because I missed one small thing on there. 025. We're gonna go heading select. We're gonna go altitude hold. Or no, we're gonna go vertical speed. We're gonna go by like. Oh, can you be quiet? I have squawked 322 whatever a billion times. 3122. So many times. Why does it keep resetting? Why does it keep resetting? 3122. I'm gonna turn right, right heading 115 once I get down there, but I can't do that yet.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, radar contact 3 miles southwest of South Fulton Airport at 17400 feet, heading 026, Palmetto altimeter 30.06.
Why is it pulling our nose up? Why is it pulling our nose up? Autopilot, what? Oh, it's not on. Okay, alright, that's my fault. That is, but like, we are in an insane ascent. I'm gonna bring us down. That's better. Can autopilot work, please? Okay. What if I do what autopilot's telling me to do? I'm going to turn right, heading 115. Heading 115. Let's do this. Let's do that. Heading 115. There. Let's do that. Heading 115. There. And we want to descend to 5,000 feet. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet. 5,000. We're gonna bring that down just a little bit, and vertical speed as well. No, why do you want us to go positive? Why? And because our altitude is crazy high, like way too high. Is that the airport? That is the airport. That is actually crazy. And why are we going at nearly 300 knots? Why are we diving down? This is an actually crazy descent. Like, I just sort of want to reset this descent now, but clearly that's not gonna be how it's gonna work. Now, like, I'm actually disappointed because this is annoying, because this was supposed to be a good approach. But okay, be quiet. Come on. Like, why? Our engines will now be idled. Like, there's nothing I can do. I will bring that down. I'll bring flaps down. I will bring gear down. I need vertical speed. Come on. No, not positive. Down. You're gonna go down. We're gonna go down by 500 feet per 800 feet per minute. Oh my god. Why is it doing this? Why? What? I've done this a billion times. 3, 1, 2, 2. And we will ident. Squawking tree 122 and ident. Delta1339.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, radar contact 2 miles northeast of Atlanta at 17800 feet, heading 121, Atlanta altimeter 30.06.
Heading 12. Wait, no, I'll keep.
Zulu, squawk 3122 and ident acknowledged.
Great. Now they're happy. Let's zoom in on here, see if this is sort of... Okay, I sort of may see what they want me to do, and maybe I'll take a turn over here instead. But, like, I still need those vectors in, so... Here, I do need way more than 800. I need, like, 2,000 feet per minute. And, okay, now we're actually good on... I can bring gear up. I'm gonna keep spoilers fairly down. We're at 170 knots. What's your problem? Okay, what is the problem? Oh, life flaps transit. Right. Alright, aviation edits, you're gonna go to sleep. Can you DM me the landing? This is honestly, I can, how about this? I'll DM you the stream, or I will DM you a link to the time code at the stream, I'll do that. Alright, have a great sleep. Yeah. Alright, thank you for joining me tonight. Goodbye. Actually, here, do we still have music on? I think we do. Awesome, let's continue. This is an absolutely beautiful approach. I have to get a screenshot. This does look incredible. I do need to turn off the, bring that to disabled though. But this is incredible. No. Like, that's incredible. This is awesome. Looks incredible. I love it. Just look at the colors on this. This is awesome. I think this is ARPC. Like, this is awesome. This is incredible. Alright. There we go. Got a couple screenshots there. I'm not sure at what point they want me to I'm not like here. Where's the airport now? Because we've passed it. Okay, it's back over there. We're gonna be landing on 26 right. We should probably do that soon. I'm just gonna do this because it's easier here. Flight attendants, seats for landing, please. And let's go actually and turn on the bulb just so that I can make sure I can see everything fine. Here, we're actually gonna turn on the panel brightness as well. Let's see, is that 275? 275? Awesome. And then panel brightness down here. And then the dome light to dim. Not bright, because bright is bright, obviously, so we're gonna put it to dim. I'm going to turn on, how do I do this? Like, Dallas, let's go bamboo. Let's head to that. Let's go LNAV. LNAV, please. Okay, that's annoying. We need 244. So whatever the opposite of 244. So basically, let's head over this way. Delta1339, turning left, heading 43. Oh my god, double check. Why does it keep changing? I've changed this a billion times. What is going on? Three, 1, 2, 2. Guys, if you have any idea of like what is going on, please let me know. Delta1339 squawking to 3122 and ident.
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, Atlanta approach, radar contact. 5 miles southwest of Covington Municipal Airport at 8700 feet. Heading 053. Covington altimeter 30.
We're gonna turn around. It's about time for us to.
Squawk 3122 and ident acknowledged. Verify squawk code 3.
Okay, now we're gonna go LNAV. We need to turn over to heavy. KV. Which that's actually not showing up on here, so that's annoying. That's... You know what, it's fine. I'll just follow VNAV and LNAV. Okay, actually, LNAV, you're annoying. So I'm gonna turn... Heading select. Let's bring this right over to Kiwi over there. Let's try to get back on track. This has been quite an approach here. Turn on the landing lights. Landing lights are gonna come on. Ooh, that's actually a great shot. Look at that. Landing lights will be coming on. Oh, the safety lights. There we go. Actually, yeah, taxi lights can go on as well. FMC, good. Fine. If this was a normal landing. Proceed direct bamboo. Descend and maintain 4,000. Cleared ILS. Runway 26 right. Delta 1339. Now I have to find out where bamboo is. Because I'm not sure where that is. I'm getting closer somewhat. Okay, bamboo is over there. We're gonna go LNAV. You better not be taking me right. Okay, I'm going heading select over to bamboo. Right over there. I need to descend and maintain 4,000. Oh, you're annoying. We're gonna go down to 200 knots. Turn on LNAV for speed. Nope, turn it on for speed. I think we're all set here. Why does this keep changing? I have no idea. 3, 1, 2, 2. Now, please, if you guys have any idea, please tell me what's going on in chat. Delta 1339 squawking 3122 and ident. Awesome radar contact. There's the airport way over there. We do seem extremely low. I'm gonna go ahead and hold. I'm gonna hold my altitude right here. Alright. Radar contact 4 miles west of, okay, 5,200 feet, heading 267. Awesome. So I'm gonna hold here since we are landing on that runway over there. I'm gonna go get Sky Dolly all set here. Sky Dolly. Nope, not the Sky Dolly logbook. Nope, just Sky Dolly in general. And we are also going to get G's open. Or what am I saying? I am going to get G's open. I'm going to go ahead and start recording here on Sky Dolly. There's where we're going to be supposed to land. So hopefully this all goes well. My heart is racing. Alright, that was a very, very stressful landing. Or approach there. And we are coming towards the end of it. We have a headwind here, which is awesome. We want a headwind. We do not want a tailwind. So it seems like we're going to land perfectly fine. So this is awesome. I'm happy about this. I will be streaming tomorrow. I'll have to figure out when. I'm going to try to schedule around Wendy's stream. But, I don't know. I'll sort of figure that out. I'm going to try to establish myself on the local lies here. Let's go ahead, descend 4,000 now. Go 800 feet per minute, sure. 500 feet per minute, why not? And then we're going to go from 267, heading right over to intercept that almost perfectly now, that bamboo there at 4,000. and then hopefully at that point we can intercept that localizer there, and we can get that all up in there, and then basically just have the. I will land the plane myself, but I will want the. I will only take off. Well, I will only take on the aircraft. Really? Why is this happening so much? 3-1. 2. Like, there's nothing set over here in my that I know of that would say otherwise, right? I don't know. Delta1339 squawking tree 122 and ident. I'm just like completely guessing on what I'm supposed to say, so I don't know. What? Well, why is nobody listening? I'm supposed to be on approach. Or tower. Wait, have I been handed off on the tower? I think I'm supposed to be on approach. No, tower. Tower, Delta 1339, inbound, ILS approach, runway 26 right. I'm gonna go 275 over here. We'll be intercepting this almost perfectly, actually. This is awesome. Contact tower. Delta 13. Tower, Delta 1339. Inbound ILS runway. Oh, okay, they already cleared me. Or no, they are about to clear me while I was talking. So, alright, here, I'm gonna go bring this. Oh, I got distracted so much. I never did my landing dispatch. Let's figure this out. Okay. Landing 26 right. Import weather. Sure. 154 flaps 30. So it's 30. 30. Whoa. Here, let's unpause there. Approach 30 / 154. Alright, now we are so close to intercepting that localizer. Why are we so high? Why are we so high? Why are we so high? We're supposed to be at 2,700 feet. Come on. Why are we not intercepting that localizer? This is supposed to be a perfect landing. Come on. This makes no sense. Like, to me at all. So. Oh, because I'm LNAV and VNAV. Approach and level change. Let's turn on that. There we go. Now we are hopefully about to... Oh, because I put in 4,000. Oh. Raid on the fly. Alright. What about the radio? Okay, awesome. I got it. I got the glide slope. That was my fault. That's okay. Alright, here, let's go bring down flaps, bring down the landing gear, arm the spoilers. I'm gonna go ahead, flight attendants, go ahead, take sheets for landing, please. I think I already said that, but it's fine. Alright, why are we so fast? 154, 154. This is going to be an extremely fast landing. I think that's just sort of going to be how it's going to be. And that we do seem to be quite bumpy approach in here. But you know what? It is what it is. I mean, this is... Okay. Alright, we can do this. We're going to do this, everybody. Come on. I think I was cleared to land. Okay. Cleared to land. Runway 26 right. Delta 1339. Alright. I'm gonna go... Okay, I need to be at 30 degrees. Flaps. I'm gonna go do this here. We're gonna disconnect. Alright. We're just dipping below the glide slope a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the speed a little bit. Maintain center line.
100.
Got that tailwind. We got a fairly large tailwind. Well, I guess it's like 5 degrees.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Oh, I'm going back up. Alright, bring the nose down fairly violent with that nose there, but we're stopping now and into reversers. Beautiful. That seemed like a really good landing. Negative 165 feet per minute I saw there. Looks really, really good. We're going to go ahead and replay that back once we get off here. Alright, let's go bring up the flaps and bring up the spoilers. That was a great landing, ladies and gentlemen. That was actually really good. Awesome. Now I'm actually really happy. Alright, let's keep the landing lights on. Why not? Alright. Go ahead, head over to KATL. Let's go ahead and check out some other landings there. Let's see. Actually, maybe in a minute, because, okay, here we are. Now we're all set. Alrighty. We're gonna go bring back that AI ATC there. That's all turned down. We're gonna go into KATL. We're gonna bring ourselves back. We can stop recording there, and we're gonna bring ourselves back up. Boy, whoa, we're lagging here. Whoa. Alright, we're gonna head back. Let's see, let's take a look at this landing here. Seems a little bit unstable, but overall not that bad. Nice approach. Nice, awesome, beautiful touchdown there. Let's go ahead, take another look from another view. Looked really good there. Awesome. Yeah, no, this was a good landing. Like we didn't have no bounces or anything. I mean, we did have that one problem where we did over other side. Let's see what we got. Awesome, and touchdown there. Beautiful. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look of that landing from outside here. This was a really good landing. I'm actually really happy with that. This is probably one of my best and most stable approaches. Like, honestly. But, I mean, other than, of course, the slight problem that we had here, let's bring ourselves back even further. Awesome. Alright, here we're gonna actually bring down the sounds of the aircraft there. Awesome. We're gonna head over to the front of the aircraft. Right here, I forgot that I do sort of... See, I started flaring there way too early. That's actually way too fast. Alright, those are quite blinding lights there. Here, I'm gonna head in the cockpit, get rid of them. Awesome, let's take a look at this landing here. Nice touchdown, beautiful there. But then I just smacked the nose down, so that's something I really need to get used to, is not smacking that nose down. But there come the spoilers, there come the flaps. Awesome landing there. Awesome, so we're gonna go ahead and taxi into the gate. Beautiful, awesome. I love that. That is awesome. Head back to the cockpit here. Alright, we're gonna taxi out the runway here. Awesome. Here, I'm gonna turn the music down just a little bit. But yeah, it was a really, really good landing. I'm happy with that. Let's see, and now I think it's about time for us to contact ground. Here, I'm going to turn the music down for this just so that I can focus. Here, I'll turn it up just a little bit more for you guys. There we go. Alright. Contact ground here. How do I, what do I want to do? I'm going to contact ground. 121.65. Ground Delta1339 requesting taxi to the gate. Maybe. Huh. Maybe.
Skyhawk 3
Oh, there we go.
Zulu, taxi to A34 via Bravo 3, Bravo, Victor, Foxtrot 1, 1 November. Welcome to Atlanta.
Alright, I'm going to write that down. Actually, here, I'm going to pull forward to that, stopping the hold short line there. But here, taxi to... Is there a parking brake engaged or something? Why are we not moving? Not, so the plane's just being annoying again. Got it. Alright. Taxi to Alpha 34 via Bravo 3, Victor, Foxtrot 1, 1 November, Ostrom. Alright, here, we can go ahead and repeat that. Taxiing to gate Alpha Tree 4 via Bravo Tree, Bravo Victor, Foxtrot 1, 1 November, Delta 1339. Awesome. Here, why are we not moving? Like, we're just not moving. Come on. Let's move. Why? Like, we're inching our way forward and my engines are on full throttle. Come on. Can we, like, not?
Skyhawk 3 Alpha Zulu, taxi to gate A34 via Bravo 3, Bravo Victor, Foxtrot 1 November.
Stop.
Welcome to Atlanta.
Thank you. I know. You already told me to. So... Okay. Alright, let's go ahead. I need ground charts up here. Ground, airport diagram. I am at 26 right. And of course, the chart is upside down from where I am. Oh, that's very helpful. I am at Bravo 3. Bravo, Bravo, Bravo. Where's Bravo 3? That's Bravo 5, Bravo. I have no idea where I'm going. Okay, via Bravo. Okay, Alpha. Wait, where am I going? I'm going to Alpha 34. So the Alpha gates are where? Here, I'm looking at, not Discord. I'm looking at ChartFox here. Where are the Alpha gates?
Hawker 511 Hotel Alpha, proceed to holding point Bravo via taxiway Alpha. Proceeding to holding point Bravo via Alpha.
Where
Hawker
is it?
511
Like, I
Hotel
cannot
Alpha.
find it anywhere. The Alpha gates are Somewhere. For such a large airport, there really aren't many gates. Look like it, at least. FBO and everything for general aviation. Let's see, where is the South Cargo ramp? I wish I could like search for something. I really do need to get Navigraph, but also Navigraph's like expensive. So, well, not crazy expensive. It's $15 a month. And I'm already paying like $13 a month for Spotify, so. Oh boy. I don't know, it might be a little while until I do get that. I'm gonna go. Because right next to me is Bravo, so I'm gonna go Bravo. Okay, Bravo. Okay, this is Bravo 3, which is great. I'm gonna take a right up here. Let's go. I'm just gonna do runway turn right. Doesn't really matter, I guess. We're already off. I'm gonna go bring flaps up all the way. I need to find Victor. Where's Victor? What does this say? Where's Victor? Please tell me where Victor is. Is that Victor? That's not Victor, that's Bravo 1. So wait, where's Victor? What's that? Oh, of course I can't see it from the other direction. Where's Bravo? Okay, there's Bravo 3. Bravo 2, Bravo 1. Where's Victor? Okay, to the left of us is hotel. To the right of us is... Okay, so here's my understanding. We're going to take a right. We're going to cross this runway. Sounds good. We're going to take a right. Up here, we're going to cross the runway. Takeoff config. It's so annoying. Like, I just need to be able to move, because I can't move on the ground unless I'm at full throttle. Because the brakes start enacting, and then the takeoff config makes the brakes go even more. Like, what? Delta1339 crossing runway. I'm not sure what runway. Delta1339 crossing runway 18. Why are we not moving? Good, it better be approved, because... Alright, I was gonna go anyway. I know, you already told me it's approved. Alright, we're gonna continue over here. They're green taxi lights. You don't really see those as often. You see the white ones, right? Well, I guess white is for runway, green is for the taxiway. Blue just sort of outlines it. I guess that makes sense, yeah. Alright, here we're going to continue here. We're taxiing extremely quickly, I do know that. Until we reach Alpha. Whoa. Until we reach Alpha. Okay, here we're gonna take a left right here. We're gonna take a left. Yeah, my problem is definitely taxiing. Like, I can't taxi for the life of me. We're going to...
Freightliner ground, this is Delta...
Is that Jeju Air? That is Jeju Air.
IFA flight plans to Norfolk.
That really did seem like a real person right there.
Give me just a minute.
We're just gonna go ahead here and park it for the night. I mean, that's not realistic at all, because we should have a gate and not a ramp. But you know what? It is what it is. We have another aircraft coming in on final, actually. We can see it. Yeah, we can see aircraft all over the sky. It's awesome here, down here at night. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, here, let's go ahead and shut down. I'm going to go ahead and get that GPU connected. Put in the chocks, get the GPU connected before we can shut down those engines. and then they are going to end the stream there. All right, we can turn off the taxi light, turn on that GPU power. We're going to make an announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for flying here with Delta Airlines over to Atlanta. We're powering down the engines now, and then we're going to have you disembark the aircraft via the stairs here. And then we will have a bus actually take you over. So, thank you again for flying Delta Airlines. It has been great having you aboard. Local time here is... drum roll, please, because I need to look. 8:15 local time. Yeah, sorry for that about hour and a half delay there. That was definitely way too long, but it was my fault because I missed one little thing. And on that note, flight attendants, disarm doors. Stand by for all call. All right, they are going there, and then we can also go ahead and just wait. All right, here, let's change that to there. Request. Left, boom, boom. Yes, of course, they're not installed. And then we can go, sure, no, we're just gonna leave them out. Awesome, they are arriving. Here should be great, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching here. It has been truly a really good stream. I will be back here tomorrow again. Not sure what time. I will have to figure that out. Here, we're going to change the time just a little bit here, just so that we can actually sort of see what's going on. But yeah, it was a beautiful, beautiful approach. Or it should have been. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here tonight. Have a great night. Goodbye.